Yo, such on for back no reaction. No, not a reaction. I'm gonna leave that in because I'm just saying, fam, fam, school is long. Like, give me a break. School is long. I've just come back from school, but I wanted to do a story time because I was gonna do this one like 2 weeks ago, but I couldn't record at the time. Pretty much, I did end up recording it in my room. I did one reaction there. Comment below if you remember which one. It was in a different location when I was sat on a beanbag. Try and comment below if you've been around since then because I think there were a couple. But there was one, like the last one, there was an Australian reaction. Point is, like there wasn't really that much room. The video got too long. It wasn't structured enough, so I just deleted it. I said, fam, we'll start again. We'll do it again when I can actually do it in the proper recording space. So we're back. Pretty much, it's the story of how I went from not even rags to riches, because I'm not rich yet, but I just went from rags. Just went from rags. Fam, pretty much. Rewind back to let's go 2018. I was just doing YouTube for free. I was doing random videos, no structure, wild videos. One of my teachers was watching the videos and he literally came up to me on the first day of term. I think the first day of year 11, I want to say. Yeah, year 11. This was 2018. First day of year 11. And he's like, I've been seeing some of your videos. I was like, is it? Fam, you've been spending your summer watching my videos. Like, you don't even teach me like that. That's a bit, it's a bit mad. Anyway. But it was kind of sick though. I'm looking back like that now, but like, at the time it was sick. Like a teacher actually co-signing your channel. That's mad, I can't lie. And he was like one of the sicker teachers at school. Like I actually rate him. So like, yeah, he's a calm guy. That was quite sick. Then whole of year 11 at school, channel only got to what, really like 500 subs. Like by the time I finished year 11, so summer 2019, it was on like what, like, yeah, like 500 something, 600. Like it wasn't anything to write home back to Uganda, but I can't lie. None of my family members needed to know that their nephew has a channel yet. So then now we're in summer 2019. Randomly, some Australians came onto the channel. They're like, "Yo, react to this song." I was like, oh, "Okay." Reacted to it. It was dead. In the comment section, all of them were like, yo, this is a proper Australian music. Listen to this. Listen to Hooligan Hefs. Listen to 1-4. Bear in mind, I'd never heard of any of these people at this point. I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Like, my videos at the moment, they really had no structure. So if you're giving me an idea, I'll do it. Like, if I see it feasible, I'll just do it. I don't really care. So I was like, you know what? Let me just react to this. The video blew. Like, I literally got like 10k in like a week. Bearing in mind, my video average is like 400 views at this point. Like, if a video hits 600, it was a banger. Now, videos hitting 600, I'm disappointed. We move on because I'm always uploading new videos. If it hits 600, that's a miss. We carry on. LeBron doesn't score every point, does he? Anyway, so after that, I just kept doing more and more of those. At this point, the channel's still not monetized. This is literally like August, September 2019. Still not monetized. Like, this is like just over a year ago. Literally made £0 from YouTube at this point. So I was just doing it for fun at this point. Still am, but I'm doing it for fun and you get the bonus of money. At this point, it was literally just like, really and truly, there was no benefit in like 100% focusing on it over school, because it wasn't really, it just didn't make any sense. Like, it's not like I'm making money from it. I'm literally just making videos on the side, hindering my education, like putting my education in jeopardy for 500 views. Like, it made no sense. Anyway, so yeah, so this is like summer 2019. Kept doing the Australian songs like throughout the whole summer. We get back to school. I did one, I think the last video I did that wasn't a reaction, before the channel became like proper reaction channel. I got my best friend on the channel, Anto, who did the mukbang. Went into school feeling like a celebrity because it seemed like everyone had watched that video that night. It was crazy. Shout out to my friend Sean, who edited that video. So sick, so sick. Like, even now, it's one of my favorite videos on the channel. Go check it out if you haven't. But point is, that video got like, even like, I'm saying like blew. Well, you know, that didn't even blow, but everyone had watched it. And it was on like, still only like 1,000 views. Like, at this point on the channel, that was sick. Like, anytime a video hit 1,000, like, that was the goal. And I even had a playlist called the 1K Club. Any video that hit 1K, I put it on that playlist. Now we got too many for it. Like, just look at the progress the channel's been making. Love to everyone that's been here the whole time. But it's literally got to the point where I had to delete that playlist because every video was just getting put on there. I already have a playlist where you can binge watch the whole channel. It was literally just like another one of those that it made no sense. Anyway, still doing random structure, but now we've actually flipped it to Australian reactions because they just seem more beneficial. They just seem more worth my time. I'm getting more engagement from it as well, so I'm actually getting a response. Every time I put out a video, bare people commenting, like literally like 100 comments each time. Like, it's sick, it's mad. So I'm enjoying life at this point, I can't lie. October 2019, channel got monetized, but what you need to pay in mind, because I said it's not rags to riches, it's just from rags. Like, There's no riches yet. It's just coming from rags. Like, we're not at the rags bit anymore. So whilst YouTube's going on, life's still going on as well. Because at this point, YouTube's not really my life. Like, the way it takes more precedence in my life right now. So I'm in McDonald's after school one day. Still go there most days now, but I'm in McDonald's after school. And all my friends are there. Actually, everyone's there. Like, we get on the bus with. Everyone's there. And I go up to the till. Those machines, I'm getting a mayo chicken, like the usual. You know those customers that have like the usual, like they just walk in, you already start preparing their meal. I was one of those people. The machine, when we made eye contact, eye to screen contact, whatever you want to call it, the machine already reboots itself, programs itself to put in the mayo chicken. On this one day, it malfunctioned a little bit because when I put my card in, it said decline. Now I'm like, fam, I'm not an idiot. Like, I'm not a waste man. This costs 99p. Yeah, so I know it's not a me problem. Like, there's no way I can't afford 99p. So I was just convinced the machine was broken. So I went up to the till. I'm like to the lady, I'm like, yo, I think there's a problem with the machine. I tried to put my card in for mayo chicken. It's literally the cheapest thing on the menu. It's 99p. Like, come on, I'm not a waste man. I think there's something wrong with the machine. And she said, okay, that's fine. You can pay here. I'm like, okay, cool. I put my card in. Card declined again. I'm like, I think there's something wrong. And then I watched her do it again. I put my card in. Card declined. She's like, one of the most embarrassing words I've ever heard in my life. She's like, do you want to check your card? So I'm sat down like, fam, you know what? Like, don't make me do this in front of everyone, man. Like, it costs 99p about, do you want to check your card? Like, okay, yeah, cool. I'll check my card. So I got my phone app. I got my bank app on my phone. And I go on the screen. I kid you not, this has traumatized me. Like, this is etched in the back of my brain. It said 42p. Not p for pounds. Pence. I mean, I was like, fam, surely that's just one of my, let me go to my savings. Zero. I'm like, fam, don't you dare tell me at 16, I think I was like 16 at the time, 16 years of age, I have 42p to my name. Are you serious? Like, I need to change my life. Whatever I'm doing, I need to stop and change my life. Like, this can't continue. Like, it physically can't. Like, my mum didn't come all the way to England to give her children a better life. For that better life to consist of a child who has 42p to their name. Like, I can't be doing that. So, at that point, I was like, fam, I need to change my life. Apply for my provisional license as a sign that, I'm actually growing up, taking more responsibility into my life. Like, making my life more my life, not just a life of my mum's child, in the sense that she's doing everything for me. Like, I'm actually becoming more independent now. So I applied for my provisional, which meant that I could get driving lessons. Still with that, I was kind of slacking. I only started those couple months ago, so still kind of slacking in that regard. But this was a turning point. Like, me and God was looking at me. He's like, fam, my child, we're gonna pattern you up. Don't worry. Like, this, you know, everyone has their low points. This was most certainly one of my low points. Like, even when I'm like 40, I'll be telling my kids this story. Like, just because you're broke that doesn't define you as a person. Like, you have the ability to change that. Like, you're not just stuck there forever. Like, as long as you put your tools to work, like, you can get yourself out of that situation. And I needed to get myself out of this. So I was like, yo, apply for my provisional, and then kept banging out. Now this is when I started focusing a bit more on YouTube. Like, year 12 had just started. I was just keeping up to date with the work. Everyone's like, how do you sixth form on YouTube? You just keep up to date. Don't let yourself fall behind. Like, anything you want to do, even if you're not doing YouTube, if you're at school, don't fall behind. It will just become longer. Everyone's like, oh, sixth form's so hard. Yeah, it's hard because you went home every time you had a free period instead of going to the library and actually doing some work, which is what I did religiously. Every time I'm at school, you'll catch me in the library on my own. Break time on my phone, lunchtime on my phone, watching Netflix. Remember, lunchtime finishes, I'm just doing more work. Because then that way, I can come home and do videos like I'm doing right now. So, Australian reactions started growing my channel way more. I hit 1k at the end of summer. I think I hit 2k before Christmas. I think I finished Christmas last year on just under 3k. Started this year with like 3k. Then, I remember, I just kept grinding. And then, I just ended up stopping the old videos altogether. Like, when I say old videos, there was no structure to them, really. Like, there was no real structure to them. It was just random. Like, whatever was on my... I even did a video like Mia Khalifa. Like, there was no structure. Then, after that, it got to about March, like, just before lockdown. Yeah, like, just before lockdown. Lowski allegedly dropped. Zone 2 Censored dropped. I reacted to No Censor, but I'd already heard it. And I put that as a disclaimer at the start. I said, if you don't like watching reactions where they've already heard the song, this won't be the video for you. But I just feel like people have been asking me to react to it. I might as well do it. That did numbers. Then I reacted to Zone 2 Censored. That did numbers. Lowski allegedly, that did well. Unknown T, Fresh Home with My Sister. That did well. Then I was like, yo, you know what? Because the only reason I even do reactions in the first place, I listen to that music anyway. Like with Australian music, not so much. I did have a 1-4 playlist, I still do. But otherwise, not really too much. Like, I'm rarely actually just sat there on the bus listening to Lissy. I'll keep it real with you. But when the UK reactions started catching numbers, I'm like, yo, are you telling me I could just sit down and listen to songs I was already going to listen to, get views, and get money from it? Because I forgot to mention, we got monetized back in October, and I think I mentioned that. And all the subscribers at the time were like, oh, well done. Even Walks commented, well done, like, you've earned it. Something like that. So, yeah, October 2019, I got monetized. Fast forward to March, lockdown happens. Now, this was probably, even in my life, probably top 10 for most of us in our lives. But lockdown was a big deal. My generation, we've never really been through anything tough. Lockdown was like the first real big thing to hit us. Like, whoa, this is real life. Like, so far, we've just been inside on our phones the whole time, on Netflix, on YouTube, on Xbox. Suddenly, there's a virus. We're still on Netflix, YouTube, and Xbox, but there's a virus outside that you actually need to watch your back. So everyone's inside. And I capitalized on that. I realized, wait a minute, you're not allowed to leave your house unless you're going to your 1 hour of exercise, which most people had their own ways of interpreting what exercise was, but you had to stay inside. As a YouTuber, and still that term, I was reluctant to call myself a YouTuber until I got to like 3K subs. But as a YouTuber, I can, like, that's the whole point of my market. Like, if everyone's staying inside, videos should be booming. During lockdown, we went from 3K to 18K. Like, I was enjoying lockdown. So, and pretty much what that came with, well, and the bit that's going to end the story on a very positive note, well, not going from rags to riches, from going from rags to financial independence, let's say. You see the video, you see the phone I'm recording on right now, that crisp 1080p quality. Fast forward, rewind back to the old videos around March. Literally, Lowski allegedly, unknown T fresh home. It's 720p. It was fuzzy. It was my iPhone SE that I'd had since year 9. I'd firmed it for 4 years into year 13 until lockdown came. I looked at my bank account. I saw, fam, let me buy myself a new phone. My favourite number's 11. I bought myself an iPhone 11. I'm like, fam, if I can afford it, why not just do it? So, bought myself a new phone. You see the light projecting. Like, the light on this room is off. It's a dark room. But I got a ring light. I also bought that for myself. I'm like, fam, if I'm just going to do this YouTube thing, I'm going to do it properly. Got myself a ring light. Got myself a big phone that I can use when I'm not doing YouTube videos. But then I can also use it for videos. It's like 2-in-1. It's a phone and a camera and an editor. And as if that wasn't enough, when you saw me go do the link up with Walks, I was wearing that nice tracksuit. I bought that for myself as well. So this isn't the end of the story. I'm just telling you that it's really a thank you story time, if anything. Like, thank you for changing my life, because I was lost. Like, I was lost like the son in the Bible. I was lost. Prodigal, the parable of the lost son. I was a lost son, man. I was gone. I was finished and left. 42p to my name. I said, fam, let me change my life real quick. And I changed my life. It wasn't quick. It wasn't quick. And that's the thing. You have to stay grinding. But with me, especially me, if I want something, I'm going to get it. If it means I can get it myself, if I just work hard enough, it will get done. So that's all I really have to say today. How I was broke. Like, broke. But now, like, I'm calm. Like, what money is literally not a problem. Like, there's always, you have to be smart. Obviously not spend. But I'm just happy in life right now. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm happy in life. Anyway, I haven't really got too much else to say. I probably won't even edit this one. This will be a premiere. So comment below. Comment 5, 6, 7 if you've got this far in the premiere of the video. But yeah, I've been Sarchie14. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Other reactions will be coming all soon. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll be back again soon.